the show. So now let's go on to the big topic of the week. What did you get from Bungie this week? So the gifts rolled out, right?
Yeah.
The holiday gift was delayed for whatever reasons. Some people like to assume it was because of the threat of outages. That actually happened. But regardless, you all got to go over to the Postmaster and get a purple
gift.
engram.
That's right. So I got on my Warlock, I got another NITC or Nail in the Coffin, which is it would have been great for my Xbox character who doesn't have a purple primary yet, because he's 22. I'd sit 22 with him over the last few days. So I got this purple primary, and then I log on to Xbox, and I'm like, oh man, I really hope I get a primary. And I got the rocket launcher one-way ticket, which I thought was really bad. But then I looked at the perks that you unlock. Or what are they referred to? Perks?
No, I just call them perks.
Okay. I call them perks. Anyway, there is an ammo perk that gives it 2 rounds. And I'm like, okay, so it tracks and it is 2 rounds? Fine, I'll level it.
That's a great PvP weapon at that point.
Yeah, it'll be usable. Like, I mean, I might even be able to use it on Crota if I ever get to around 30. Like, if I don't, because it's my other account, I have nothing on that character.
I was going to say Galley.
Oh, yeah, of course, Galley, but I don't have a Galley.
Right.
You know, so, yeah.
I got the Devil You Don't, which is actually a really good hand cannon, except for the fact that I got really bad rolls on it. Like, both of the perks that I got were, just perks for reloading the weapon even faster, which, I mean, it's understandable because it's only like 5 in the magazine, but I would have much rather preferred like range or mods or something like that, or even Firefly. So good gun, bad roll.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate.
Okay, yeah, it's unfortunate. I really want a hand cannon, man. Like, I really want a good hand cannon. I was really set on getting the Devil You Don't. But some friends talked me out of it just because of the amount of ammo that it holds. It's very short.
You got a really good weapon.
I did get a really good weapon. This is true. So
what did you get?
Got. Yes.
MG.
MG18A.
Yes.
No Harm's Way or Harm's Way.
Yeah.
That is it. Harm's Way.
Yeah.
And I got a pretty good roll according to you.
Yeah.
Like, you checked my perks or
stability.
So the default one that you get
switch.
from the Vanguard. So that gun in general that's a broke man's corrective measure. Which I actually still don't have, which sucks. But,
you never got corrected?
So wait, what?
I never got corrected
For
measure.
context,
I actually ran a raid with Dado, and he got my corrective measure.
Oh, really?
He did. I was happy
so
for
weird.
him, but
So when someone's listening and doesn't know what corrective measure is, tell them.
So the corrective measure is the Vault of Glass heavy machine gun. And
100 round clips.
100 round clip.
You start firing it and you forget. You're like,
Yeah.
am I going to run out of ammo?
No,
like, what's going on with this thing?
It's a very, very good legendary machine gun. The reason why I call this weapon No Harms or Harm's Way.
Harm's Way.
The reason why I call Harm's Way Broke Man's Corrective Measure is because the one that you buy from the Vanguard, you can mod it. It has a perk on it that allows you to have 100 in the magazine. And it has very, very similar attributes in terms of just range, accuracy, all that stuff. But you got one that was modded really, really well for PvP. Do you remember the mod?
No, I don't remember offhand. I can actually pull it up.
I remember there was balance that was on it.
So yeah, it had increased range.
That's
which
what it was.
One of the
Yeah.
perks, which I was like, wow, that's awesome, because the range was lacking
Here you
just
go.
a tad bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
I'm
go.
handing Alfredo my laptop so he can read them off to you.
So he has counterbalance, which has increased weapon stability, and then on top of that, what else do we got here? We got Hammer Forge, increased range and accuracy, so that's awesome. Which actually makes this also a good PvE weapon is that he has crowd control, which means kills with this weapon grants bonus damage for a short time. So that's 54 in the mag, which is actually really nice. So the corrective measure has 100. Harm's Way has 50. The only other weapon
54.
54.
Yeah, I have
Give it the 4.
54, yeah. The Iron Banner machine gun as well has 50.
I had that, so I got that thing and I re-rolled it, and the re-roll was terrible. And I'm like, I'm just gonna get rid of it.
What is it? Just one mode of light for the reroll?
It was 2.
Oh, just keep rerolling it.
I did, and I couldn't get anything better.
Dang. I did
Like,
that
it was
with-
just like bad. I'm like, I'm not wasting modes on
Iron
this.
Banner Fusion Rifle. I kept rerolling it. I rolled it 3 times and I got some really good mods.
Oh, okay, that's
So if someone wanted to know where to re-roll, what would you say to them?
We gotta wait
How
till
to
Iron
reroll?
Banner's
The
up,
Iron Banner event,
and then you go to whatever his name is, Saladin,
yeah.
and then you pay 2 motes of light. You can choose which weapon you re-roll, and then you get better perks on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Just-
random, so you could
Yeah.
get crappier perks.
Yeah, so you could get terrible perks if you have something you kind of like. Yeah.
Okay. So some people got burned with this GIF. I know some friends who got burned. I have a good friend who I play with almost every time I play Destiny. A friend of mine in Seattle. Actually, the two friends who staged the intervention to get me back on Destiny got burned. One of them was hoping for a sniper rifle, and he got another assault rifle. He has 4 of them already legendary. He's like, why did I get this? This is awful. Then another friend of mine, I don't remember what he got, but he didn't get something he wanted. He was very sort of bummed about that.
Why?
Well, I will say this. If,
like, was he like, oh, Bungie let me down? Like,
yeah,
I don't understand that mentality.
Yeah, his argument.
They didn't hype it up. They just said, we're sending you a little something.
No, and that's totally fair. But what the risk of always offering a free gift is that what happens when the gift is not you like if your build if your build is not worth like this gift, you just look at it, you're like, this doesn't make sense for me right now. Like, I don't need this.
You
don't get to trade it in. You don't get to.
Parts.
I guess, but that's a small reward. I feel. Like,
well, the thing is, they didn't have to give us anything.
Don't open it then.
No,
just
that's fine too. I'm not trying to make the argument that they shouldn't have given us anything. And I do, if you got burned, or if you got something cool, email us at destiny@ign.com. Let us know what you got.
Amazing.
Yeah, take a screenshot out of the Bungie app or something.
Exotic Gallahorn.
No.
Oh my
it's guaranteed purple.
It's guaranteed purple.
No, but rolling out a gift like this is tough because ultimately you're not going to please everyone.
Yeah.
And so I can totally understand if you got burned, to be upset, but. I mean, they're not upset that they're not going to play the game, because of it. But they're just like, man, I wish this was something cooler. Or I wish there was some way that they could have known, like, I have 4 assault rifles. Why the heck would I want another one? Or why am I getting a gift I already have? I think one of them, that was another issue. They were getting things they already had as a legendary in their inventory. Like, why wasn't that part of the algorithm?
That's
sort of scanning what you have versus what you don't.
That's a really hard thing for a designer to do,
agree.
because it's different for each person, right?
And then again, at the same time, too, legendaries have different roles. Like, so I had a really good Prudence 2 sniper rifle, which is the sniper rifle from New Monarchy, and then I ended up getting another one, and I was like, and then I was like, oh, this one actually has better stability mods on it, and so I ended up using that one instead. So
Sure. I only bring this up because we all understand how difficult it is to like reward players. Heck, we're on this treadmill and we love this game, but we admit, and you're going to hear about this over the course of the show, that it's a good game that has some flaws. And it's one that we talk about those flaws all the time. But I can't help but feel for folks who were hoping for something cool and then get it. And that's all I'm putting out there. All right. Well,
I'm happy I got something. Like,
I'm happy. I got a great weapon.
I'm like, like another NICC. I actually have that already, and I'm like, oh well. Like, I wasn't like angry or upset or anything. I'm just like,
character, it's a gun you like. I mean, if it's a gun you have,
I'm like, I'll just add it to the collection.
Yeah, I have another NIC. I love that gun.
Yeah,
that gun is.